Welcome to part 2 for calorie counting, and today I go through with the most common mistakes what is happening on tracking calories. Like when I see somebody is telling me that they eat 1000 calories and gaining weight, or 1200 calories and gaining weight, and that is impossible. First of all, it's not those. You have to understand that all tracking apps, like that they are only estimates. Also, foods. If you are whatever you are, how you are tracking, they are only estimates. And tracking apps, the principle how most of them are working. Like especially, I can just tell about my app how it is done, and there is like everybody can add own products there. My fitness pal, I believe that it works in the same way. I don't have myself any experience with fitness. My fitness pal, I use my app, but I believe that it's done with the same way. So every time, every single person is able to add some product there. If you miss something what you are eating, and if you are not, if those values what you are adding, they are not accurate. Like let's say that you add some sandwich with the cheese, and you have no idea how many carbs, how many protein, how many calories. If they are not correct ones, you write it sandwich with the cheese, and then when next person is coming and writing the same product and adding it to their diary, it's showing the same mistake what that first person is doing. So that's why, especially in my app, also there is a possibility to use validated products. In my app, they are with the green sign, like that they are validated. So those values are more or less accurate. So always prefer always validated products if possible, and other good tip is like what most of the people always forget, that like a products that you are not adding everything what you are eating. Like if you eat let's say that you eat rice with chicken, but you add white rice. If you know how many grams, it depends if it's cooked or uncooked. First of all, that's the difference. And if you eat chicken breast, for example, but then people are missing that sauce. What is actually, if you use some barbecue sauce or some fat or whatever you are doing, like just white rice and chicken. If you have some tomato sauce or some barbecue sauce, curry sauce, so please add everything. So those are very common mistake is that you forget some sauce. Or let's say that you eat salad, but you are not tracking dressing. What you are, here in Italy we use a lot of olive oil or some balsamico, or if you have some dressing, so you forget to add dressing, sorry. So those are, it's not only salad, because salad, from that you are not getting fat. It doesn't matter, they are depending on salad a little bit, but it's more or less 30 calories per 100 grams. So even if you eat 1 kilo of salad, you have 300 calories. And that, I'm sure that there is not many people who is eating on one sitting 1 kilo salad. So even you have it 500 grams of salad, and you have 150 calories. So that's not the huge issue. The problem is coming with the dressing and with the sauce what you are adding, or if you use some butter. And other most common mistakes is also if you eat some kind of pasta, and on the pasta you have also, like same what I said before, sauce. Be aware what is inside, and and then you put some kind of Parmesan cheese, like we in Italy here, you put always some cheese on top of that pasta. So often I see that people forget to add that pasta, like that Parmesan cheese, or you have some kind of, even if it's small, you eat some bread with pasta. So basically you have to think that everything what is going into your mouth, even if it's an ice cube, just one good way to do it is to take a pictures. So if you are not sure, take a pictures and look what is inside. Like I know that you need it. It don't have. The idea is not to make you frustrated that I can't make it. That it's way too much work. Like if there is some kind of pasta or whatever, that's not the idea. Like you can't know it exactly. Like if you want to do it perfectly, when you are ideally you are preparing at home all meals, you are weighing all foods, you see from labels, you read how many calories and checking that those values are right. Like when you prepare or you do your meals, you are doing everything perfectly. That's the perfect way to do it, but that is not, it's not necessary. Like you can there's so many easier ways to do it, so you don't need to be perfect. It's just the idea, like you can't know exactly how many calories you are needing. Those all calculators, they are only estimates. So you get more or less one day, maybe you are, when you are tracking, you track 200 calories too much, other days it's gonna be too less. Maybe one time in app those values are not correct one or perfect ones. So that's not the don't get it too overwhelming. It's just an idea that you get some kind of idea to track and to know how many calories you are eating. So if you are your goal is like for example 1500 calories, and you see that you go every day, on average every week you have 1800 on average. So that's probably telling you that what is more that something you're supposed to eat a bit less. But if it's one daily value, one daily product what is giving you those calories too much, so then just don't worry about it. It's there are many possible reasons, and more important is that how to do it accurately is that you focus on weekly totals or weekly averages. It's not that you don't have to worry about, like often my clients are coming that my fat values were in a one day really high, as they had like some fatty food or even some tracking mistake. But that is not an issue. That when you see your weekly averages, there you see how much you are hitting was your calories, because there are many ways on a weekdays that if you are doing it on a daily basis, like maybe from Monday to Thursday, normally you are eating on more regular based, and then on a weekend, maybe it's Friday or Saturday or Sundays, you have what is a normal days. So there you might have some drinks or some foods, you go out or something what is not, and that is also part of the tracking. So it's not about that if you go one day over, it's about weekly and monthly average. So the best way is always to look on weekly averages. So there are many different ways to do it, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'm happy to help you. And then I'm telling you, I want to go a little bit about cheat days, because there are I've got many questions about that. Should I have some low calorie days, or it's kind of, you can do like a carb cycling, it works the same way. So it's up to you. If you need to have there is no what I want to say, that there is no science-based advantage that you go like one day higher, like having some cheat day. So you don't need to have it. If you want to have it, it's totally fine, but it's not necessary. So your body is not going to some starvation mode, that's completely moot, and your metabolism is not getting faster more often you eat. If you eat 7 times or 8 times in a day, or you eat 1 time in a day, it really doesn't matter. What it actually helps you is that if it helps you to eat less, that you eat smaller portions for more often, and in that way you feel energized and you feel that you don't need to eat at one sitting so much, go for it. But if you feel like that you are eating, snacking all whole day long, so then maybe it's better for you to have some more bigger meals. So there are different ways to do it. Somebody, like I have intermittent fasting, they eat, they have a 8-hour window or 6-hour window when they are eating. So basically it's skipping breakfast and eating from 12 to 8 o'clock in the evening, or maybe somebody's using from 10 o'clock till 6 o'clock. So there are many different ways. There are easy ways to create calorie deficit, but there is nothing magical behind. So it's just what works for you and what you can imagine to do in 10 years or in 5 years from now. That it's not that you are just waiting, making some 30-day challenge and waiting that it's over, that you get results and then you can go back how you have always been. So with that way you will never get some success. So it's the right way is to try different things and then think that what maybe you could imagine to do it also in 5 years from now, and that's the right way for you. And that's shortly about it. But there are no ways that if you for cheat days. Usually I'm not a big fan of cheat days, but if you feel like that you want to eat in one day, like you maintain calories or go even a surplus, go for it. But then it means obviously that other days you are a bit lower. So it's all what matters are weekly average, and it really doesn't matter how you want to do it. So that was shortly about how often and how, if it's beneficial to go for 3 meals or 2 meals or 6 meals per day. There is only one thing what I still want to say, that what is, if you don't want to count calories, if you are really struggling and you see that you are binging often, so there what have helped a lot for my clients who had this kind of background was that they had to eat breakfast, because usually it means that if you are binging, it means that you have had some kind of too long break for something. So it is either you are hungry or not hungry, it doesn't matter. You eat 3 times in a day and 2 snacks. 2 snacks every time, some kind of fruit, and 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and 2 snacks. So that's kind of rule what you have to eat, and also other ways that all meals, if they have to fit in a one plate, so you can't go to get anything new. So that's those kind of rules. There are many different strategies what I'm using with my online clients and what have worked for them. But there are you have to remember that there is not one single way what is working for everybody. So there is, for somebody it's working really well, and for other person that's not working at all. So just it's basically trying many different things and finding the right one for you, because ultimately there is nobody who is knowing yourself better than you. So that's then just like a coach like I am. It's my job to figure out what way I would suggest and what you could try. So there are different ways to do it. And still for this session, I want to remind you that if you want to try my membership, there is a link in comments below. You can grab it for 2 weeks completely free, trying my workouts, trying my calories, like Calorie app. They are synchronized together. There's two different apps. There is my portal where you have access for my over 70 workouts. You get even a cooking book with over 70 healthy recipes. That book is written in German, but it's just some ideas. You have different kind of workout programs. You have either at home. Most of my programs are done with at home, even either without equipment, with the dumbbells or some kind of bands. So there are with the different equipment, different length from 10 minutes to 1 hour workouts what you can do at home, and different like how often in a week. It's from 1 to 7 times in a week you can do. Programs are with the 3 different workouts. There are I think 6 different phases at the moment, so if you are mostly do 1 month each phase, so you have a workout for 6 months, and I publish every month new workout programs, new challenges, new kind of all kind of stuff that you stay motivated. So hopefully I see you inside there. That would make me a lot, and it's completely for free. 2 weeks you have to kind of buy it, but there's a 2 week 14 days free trial, and you can cancel it anytime. If you after 14 days you don't want it, you feel like it's nothing for you, completely no problem at all, just cancel it and you don't pay at all. And if you want to keep going, it's costing normally 40 euros monthly, or if you want to get it for 3 months, every 3 months, it's then a little bit cheaper, it's 99 euros. But hopefully see you there. Other option what I'm obviously offering is one-on-one coaching, and for that just send me an email at turo@fitmeetturo.com, or send me a DM in my Instagram, TikTok or YouTube, or just write message. You will find a way to contact me, and let's chat if we are could fit to work together, and if I feel like that I'm able to help you. So just let me know if you want to have a start on your one-on-one coaching with a personalized program, nutrition plan, and support from my side. So would be excited to help you a little bit. So just write me a message, and I'm here always to help you. So thank you so much for listening, and hope to see you soon.